Hello everyone, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to this course.
Today we are going to talk about letters on solving sample problems. Our learning objective includes introduction of sample problems and how to write letters of solving sample problems. First, I will introduce some sample problems existed during sample manufacturing. There are mainly 4 problems related to samples. First is the sample did not pass the test. When the exporter sent the sample to the importer found the sample didn't meet with the testing requirement. It often happens during sample manufacturing. The second problem is the sample was found to be made wrongly. The third problem is the sample was found to be unable to be made. The exporter found that they couldn't produce the goods after they got the order. The fourth problem is the sample was wanted many times by importers but without placing orders. The above 4 problems are serious and happens frequently. Then, in order to deal with the problems, we should communicate with the customers. Here we will talk about how to write letters of solving sample problems. Let's first look at the problem of sample not passing the test. If you are still confident in yourself that you can manufacture the sample, you can insist on sending the sample again. Then, how to write to your customer? Please read this letter. Hi, thanks for your feedback. It's a pity that the first sample delivery failed to meet the requirements. After the analysis by our technical department, we have more clearly understood your requirements. So, I hope there is a second opportunity to send samples, and we will also bear all the costs of sending samples. I believe this time it will definitely meet your company's requirements. Looking forward to your reply. Best regards. In this letter, the writer first expresses regret for samples not passing the test, and state the action which will be taken later. A second opportunity to send samples and bear all the costs of sending samples. Later, the writer expresses the attitude that they will definitely meet the company's requirements. Here, if you find you really couldn't manufacture the sample, you have to give up the sample. So, in this letter, the writer continued to send samples and bear the cost of sample fee. Now let's look at the second problem, samples made wrongly. Under this situation, we couldn't tell the customer directly that you manufactured the wrong sample. You are advised to explain to your customer the reasons which caused the problem. Here is a sample letter for your reference. Dear Mr. Stephen, I'm terribly sorry. We make a mistake with the sample, which was meant to be sent to another customer. This has never happened before. I will arrange a new sample immediately and deliver it as soon as possible. Also, we will bear all the costs of sending samples. Many thanks for your patience and understanding. Here the writer first explains the reason. He tells the customer they sent the wrong sample which belonged to another customer, and the action was to send the sample again and bear the costs. So, in this letter, the writer continues to send a sample and bear the cost of sample fee. The third problem is unable to make the sample, which is a headache to the exporter. So, how to write the letter of this problem? Here's an example. Hi, in the process of sample preparation, we realized that our current technical capabilities cannot meet your requirements. So, the sample delivery plan needs to be cancelled. Here we have evaluated another alternative which can meet 90% of your requirements. Please confirm whether it is acceptable. Looking forward to your reply. From this letter, we can learn that if you find you cannot make the sample, you should propose an alternative. Here we have evaluated another alternative which can meet 90% of your requirements. And there is no sample fee happened. The fourth problem is the customer has already wanted the samples many times, but he didn't place the order. It depends on different situations. If the sample is not difficult to manufacture, you can continue to send samples. If the sample is too complicated to manufacture, you can stop sending samples and tell the customer you will not send samples anymore. We can write the letter like the following sample. Hi, we have sent you samples 10 times this year, but haven't received any orders yet, which makes it increasingly difficult for me to apply for samples from the company. As you know, sample making requires a huge amount of extra cost and effort. So, I'm looking forward to receiving your order as soon as possible. Thank you very much. In this letter, the writer tells the customer the difficulty he was in and could not apply for the samples. Urge the customer to place order. So your attitude is very clear. Well, through the introduction of the 4 sample letters, I hope you have a general idea of how to deal with the sample problems which commonly occur in business. So, in this course, we talked 4 common sample problems and how to write letters to deal with these 4 problems. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.